Welcome back to another motherfucking video. Today, we're going to be reacting to some 6 extinct animals that this guy found. He said he found them, and we know we keep our ear to the streets, and this shit's about to get good. Everybody, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and everybody say hey to YouTube. Let's get right into it. No, it's not.
And in today's video,
say you swear to God.
Introducing you to a whole handful of incredible creatures.
That nigga don't look extinct to me.
That have been
removed. What the hell?
I'm going to be introducing you to a whole handful of incredible creatures that have been removed from their native range that are in current conservation breeding programs to be put back out into the wild. So let's go and meet, while she takes a nap, our first extinct animal.
Oh.
So here we go.
Hey, you extinct? Hey, you extinct? Where you been at? What's your name? Where everybody else? Sorry, I got questions. Spix. You can't call him that.
From the movie Rio. Now, these animals are so amazing because they're an animal that have fought back from extinction, and it's been done in a very strange and very illegal way. So in the 1970s...
Hold on, it's cold. I'm cold. I'm getting cold. I'm getting cold. I'm the birthday boy.
80s heavy poaching,
you extinct boy,
massive habitat degradation led to the steep decline of these beautiful birds, and in the year 2000 the last male was seen in the wild. But since then, and because these animals were poached because they're so beautiful for the pet trade, there were 11 of them left around the world in private collections. Most of them
1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
so then
12.
From those
Illegal.
11 founder birds, they began to reproduce and send birds back to Brazil. In 2022, 22 birds were put back into the wild. In fact, my team went down there to film the Spix macaw being re-released into the wild, and I wasn't able to go. So this is one of the only times I've ever got to interact.
They got a necklace on them.
Absolutely striking bluebirds. Now, the initial groups that were
they kissing.
Were semi-successful.
Hey,
so
get a room.
They took these birds
get a fucking room,
Brazil,
you guys.
a whole bunch of habitat restoration, and they built an area to slow release these beautiful birds. They had them in an outside
that's Rio. Hey,
forest in Brazil.
They got a necklace on them.
They trained
what if it gets stuck on something? What is a wire? What if it gets stuck?
Show them how to leave the enclosures and go out into the forest, into the nesting area. And slowly, over time, those 22 birds went out. And then a miracle in 2024, as the first wild hatch chicks in over 50 years were born in the forest. And sadly, the birds born in 2025 contain circovirus. So that is a fatal virus, and the birds have now had to be recaptured from the wild, treated, and will once again be re-released. But Ventara is working here with an unbelievably beautiful insurance colony, making sure that these birds are reproducing, flying them to Brazil to help all of the Brazilian.
Why they getting on a plane? They have wings, dumbass. They can fly themselves, stupid. They so stupid. They put them on a plane. They can fly. They dumb. They just wasting energy and stuff. They could go if they want, dumbass. They stupid.
Back from extinction.
Just tell them, hey, you want to go to Brazil?
Species that nearly disappeared forever. Look at these beautiful animals that are extinct in the wild. The smallest species of arcs in the world. Let's go and meet their keeper.
They horns are big as hell. They got dreads.
Good, brother.
Them boys got dreads. They must be Haitian.
Tell me about the Arabian arcs.
Oh, they Arabian. My fault. Damn! She bit me. I'm telling you. Thank you. I'm gonna tell.
You are very lucky.
You must be Arabian.
Because in 1972,
you know these guys?
These species were completely extinct in the wild, right?
Exactly.
What happened? His nose kind of looked like mine.
Happened because of when the oil was discovered. And, they were chasing these animals with the quad bikes and
damn, their dreads long as hell.
So 1972, the last wild one was seen. Then in the 1980s, they started reintroducing them to the wild.
Damn!
It's considered that more than 1,000
I gotta tell on you. I'm gonna tell on you too, Wilski. Is anyone else smoking right now? Yep.
That is actually much more than the threshold that is 250 individuals.
That's right.
That is a need viable population to sustain a wild population in the wild.
Got you.
Without genetic bottlenecking.
I am.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the only species to ever go from extinct in the wild, critically endangered,
and
vulnerable.
vulnerable.
How cool is
Damn.
that? Soon, hopefully, they'll just be at threatened, near threatened, and then least concern.
Least concern.
Why do some of these, I assume males, because males and females both have the big horns, why do they have pipe covers on their
too
heads?
sharp.
So when they were rescued here due to the transportation, to avoid any aggression and injuries, these horn caps are kept.
Makes
to
sense.
protect the individual.
So those tubes are keeping them safe. They're here, and Shamshad and his team are working on potentially partnering with the rewilding efforts to help contribute to the ongoing success of an unbelievably beautiful, smallest arc species
Smoke
in the
weed every
world. It is
day.
one of the most desert-adapted species on Earth that has absolutely every right to still be on this planet. It's thanks to incredible keepers like him that bred them back from extinction. Let's go see our next extinct animal. Apparently, our next extinct in the wild animal is incredibly, incredibly aggressive. So there's one male, a whole lot of females, and we're gonna risk it for the biscuit here. So these are pure Davidson deer, is that right?
Yes.
Tell me about them.
So right now, where we are standing, we are quarantining them over here.
That's right.
And as we all know that
40 rescues, right?
Yes. These
Damn.
guys are semi-aquatic
They
species.
bald.
So
They ain't got no
40
hair.
rescues, right?
Yes.
These ain't no deer. Damn, these deer's bald. Oh man. Damn, man. They look like they ain't. Oh, come on, man. They look sad, man. These deer need something. They ain't got no hair, bro. All of them bald.
These guys
Man, they look
are
sad.
Semi-aquatic species.
That's
so
right.
why we are
Can I pet
creating
that
a
dog?
habitat
Yep.
So they can go, they can thermoregulate themselves
Yep.
in a water body.
And these are new rescues, 40 pure Davidson deer.
Deers?
An animal that was extinct in the wild, that lived in marshes and wetlands in China, have been rescued by Ventara. And now there's one male and a group of females, one male here and a group of females, and one male and a group of females over there.
Yes.
3 different enclosures that you've
Three
split them up
different enclosure we are
to
having.
prevent infighting.
They don't like this
Now,
guy.
What's so interesting about
They
pure
scared of
Davidson
him.
deer is they were extinct in China. And my understanding is in the late 1800s, they were down to only one group left, one herd of pure Davidson deer, and they were trapped by the Qing dynasty and put into their private hunting reserve.
In 1895,
The fuck?
there is a one flood, and because of that flood, the population is going in a danger at that time.
Damn.
It breached the walls
Yes.
and they escaped. So the only known population escaped in 1895, and then they were shot, they were hunted, and they thought that this animal, this pure Davidson deer, was extinct completely. But the
It looks so
dynasties actually
sad.
sent just a handful of individuals. Do you know how many?
Yes, there are only few individuals, around 20, 30.
Sent to Europe.
Yes.
And every single pure Davidson deer that's alive today was brought back from those individuals.
Yes.
That's
Damn.
So it's again a great
2030
success of
saved the
protecting
population.
Right. Now, they're a very interesting looking deer. They're
Damn.
very wetland
20 to
specific,
30
which is why
deer
we
saved
literally
their
done this
whole
just for them, right?
population.
And
W,
funded it.
shout out
And this
that
is their
20 to
little
30. They saved the entire race of people. Shout out that 20, 30 deer. I wonder what their names was. Probably like Alfred, Kamal, Jamal, Jeff,
quarantine zone.
They are feeling safe over there.
Bambi.
Right. In the
Because
corner.
we
Yeah.
are over here.
Deer,
they are
bruh.
feeling safe over there. Why?
It's a deer,
Because
bruh.
We are giving. You can see the Napier grass.
It's a
Yeah.
deer,
So
bro.
it acts as a visual barrier.
That's right. Yeah.
Feels that they are in a nature. They are
Sure.
in a
Deborah,
safe zone.
Deborah deer.
And this is just the quarantine. They'll have a big open paddock
Yes.
with tons of bush and places to hide and a swampy ecosystem as soon as they're done with quarantine.
They look
Now,
very
what
huggable.
is
Nah,
Ventara
facts.
going to do
Go look at
outside
Mom.
of
Can I take this
rescuing
dog
these
home?
3 groups or this big herd? What is the management plan for these animals?
Can I pet that dog?
The settling over here,
Yeah.
we are studying.
It looks
on
so
their genetic
sad.
lines. If they are coming from the very great genetic lines, then we are going to, a conservation breeding program.
Right.
Then in that particular program, we selected some males
Yep.
and good females, and then we carry on with those genetic lines.
Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you guys rescued
Yeah,
these 40.
thank
They're
you.
really cool. We'll get out of here. An
They scared of him.
unbelievable swampy
They never
deer
met. They're like,
from
we don't
China
know
that was
him.
extinct in
Look,
the
they're
wild
scared as
for
fuck. All these
hundreds of
cameras and
years
stuff. They
until
don't fuck with
a single
them.
group went back to China from
Like,
Europe.
bro, they're in our
and has
house.
now repopulated that area, bringing them back from extinction. An animal that I've never seen in person in my life before today. That is
Damn.
allegedly very aggressive.
What if
and
like,
its weight.
what if like as a species, like, bro, that's like I'm noticing shit. Like, what if like as a species, like they're just not very like privy to new people. Like they don't fuck with new people and stuff like that. And I don't know, they just look very scared of him and they're just watching and like they're all cornered up. They don't want to be around him at all. Like, damn, that's sad,
The
bro.
life before today that is allegedly very aggressive.
They know they're
Just wait
endangered.
until you get to meet our next extinct animal.
What the hell is
Next
that?
up on our list of extinct creatures, something that has a very close personal touch to my heart.
The dead-necked turtle.
No, I'm just kidding. Kevin is a longtime friend of mine and one of
the
the
hell?
world's leading reptile breeders. And here at Ventara, they have these guys. Now, this is obviously an adult, and then this is a juvenile.
What the heck? His
Rhode
neck
Island
long as hell.
snake-necked turtle. Now, I love these guys, but
Is the dead neck turtle. Holy shit. Oh.
what's so interesting about Rhode Island?
So basically, where they come from two lakes.
His neck funny as hell. Slinky
Very
neck.
easy back in the 90s for pet
Collectors,
keepers and,
yeah.
and whatever to go into these areas and collect.
Look
all
at
of
his
them.
neck.
So intrinsically, they're extinct from the wild, and now
Damn.
we just have to depend on
What the hell?
captivity for captive breeding, reintroduction, head starting programs.
Bro, giving me
habitat
chills.
development, and community outreach.
Shit,
Now,
stop.
I absolutely love these animals. They're part of a
What
large
the
group of
heck?
snake-necked turtles, and you can see where the name comes from.
Snake
it's this
neck.
long, crazy neck that'll bend into the shell, as Kevin's showing you there. But
Those
rodents are
turtles
so
are
cool because,
uncircumcised.
Well, there are several snake necks. Few of them have this rounded head and front area, and this very, very brown plaster on here. But I think they're just one of the most beautiful.
Bro got his
turtles in the
hoodie on.
world. And sadly, as Kevin said, they were poached to extinction from the wild for the pet collection because they are so charismatic and characterful.
That's fucked up.
Because of that, and because of habitat degradation, they were
Bro looks
expatriated from the
crazy.
wild, but now, ongoing conservation and restoration efforts for Rhode Island snake necks on Rhode Island.
Bro's neck
in
is erect.
Indonesia, near Timor,
What the
are
hell?
actively taking place, and people like Kevin, who are breeding these animals, will hopefully one day be
Hey.
putting them back into the wild, right?
Why he rubbing him like that? Oh, hell no. Why he rubbing his neck
These
like
animals,
that?
will hopefully one day be putting them back.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Why you do? Stop.
That's
Nah, he's liking this too much. No, that Matthew doesn't fuck with this guy one bit.
And if we have possibilities of being able to reproduce them, acquiring our gene stock, we obviously do a lot of rescues too. But once we get our gene stock, then set up breeding programs where we can breed them. The breeding is not so hard. It's pretty much having pristine enclosures, pristine environments, and giving what they need, and then naturally they'll lay eggs.
Right.
Because you don't want to have the whole thing being exploited again. You don't want to have the next batch of collectors coming in there, because McCordy
He's
are very,
pre-gaming,
very
bro,
rare.
stroking his
They're
neck.
highly sought after.
Stop touching
But
him like
now,
that.
Since we're breeding them in captivity, that's going to reduce the demand.
Stroke
But
that thing,
ultimately,
cuzzo.
one of the components of Ventara is always rewilding, working with endangered species, working with programs, countries, wherever. If it's birds, if it's reptiles, which I'm here for, the reptiles, those are one of our target activities that we want to do.
Thanks for all your work on these. We're gonna go on and go see.
Keep
our
that.
next
Keep an eye on that
extinct
guy.
animal.
He's
Next up
touching the
is
turtle's
this
necks too
beautiful
much.
Cheetah right here. Now I know what you're thinking at home. You're thinking cheetahs are not an extinct species in the wild. You can go on safari in Africa and see them. But what a lot of people don't realize is that cheetahs once roamed the wilds of India. So Dr. Adrian
See,
here
he talking to
is
you,
the
Matthew.
head person in charge.
Stroke that
of
thing,
figuring
cuzzo.
out what to do
Dead
with
neck
cheetahs
turtles,
and
it
getting
is.
them back into the wild in India, right?
Yeah, that's certainly one of our main projects and main ideas. We obviously have.
He said, I don't give a fuck what that nigga say. I'm telling you, he's an explorer. He out there in the wild for real.
Would have occurred in India. That has gone extinct mid or late 1940s, early 1950s.
What y'all think her name is? Probably Sarah. She look like a Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Damn, look at her spots.
Extinct.
Ooh, she tough. I ain't gonna lie, her shit is tough. Sarah tough. I ain't gonna lie. Sarah's spots is tough.
The late 1940s, early 1950s. Obviously, when you start off with a reintroduction program, you need a large number of animals to provide
Diego.
genetic diversity. Otherwise, all you're going to end up with is a bottleneck.
Connor.
We're creating a bottleneck.
That's Connor for
That's what we
sure.
want to
Right here
provide.
laying down.
So here we have got.
Let me see who that is right here.
Absolutely.
Jermaine.
And that's what we want to try and
Yeah.
avoid.
Sarah got a little ass head. She's young. Sarah's like, she just growing up, really.
A good population.
She just growing up. Her
We are
coat
doing
tough,
complete
though.
genetic profiling
Her
of
fit
all of
tough,
these
though.
cheetahs.
Yep.
So we have a very good understanding of who they are and where they're
Damn.
and
Margaret.
move forward with
That's
breeding them.
Sarah. I think that's
Second and third
Sarah.
generation, potentially rewilding them, also making them available.
Ooh, she tough. Come on now, twin.
Potentially rewilding them.
Come on, gang. Like, that's like, bro, what? How do you even create this? Like, think about it. Like, the first cheetah or the first spawn of the first one, like, when God was just making it, it was just like, a dab of this, a dab of that. Just gonna throw them out there. I'm gonna just splash some paint on them. That shit is amazing.
Also making them available to just
bro, that's like that's insane. And it's like it's different at the end of her tail. Her end of her tail is striped.
Free roaming cheetahs in India,
bro.
And then that would be
like it's designed. You could tell like it's designed like intentionally.
So for hundreds of years, Indian sheiks and royalty would actually capture cheetahs to help them hunt small antelope and things for game and for food. But when the British came here and really started hunting big predators in India, specifically around the early 1940s, that was the nail in the coffin for the Asiatic cheetah. Now here at Ventara, Dr. Adrian and his team have brought these southern African cheetahs back to India.
We need to feed Sarah.
They're getting used to the climate, the gut load, the bacteria, the biome, everything that they need, including the prey, to be able to go back into the wild and successfully, once again, have wild Asiatic.
She's like, you too loud, nigga.
One last
my fault.
horned species to meet and one of the people behind keeping it alive. All right,
Gazelles?
so what do we have here?
Hi.
It's a gazelle?
Here you can see the scimitar horned oryx.
Scimitar horned oryx, named because their horns curve backwards like a scimitar.
Yeah,
right.
The sword kind of.
Like the sword, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you can see the color. So they have a brownish white.
Yep.
So you can see that they are desert animals.
That's right.
Desert.
So they can easily adapt to that environment. So they have a high temperature in the northern Africa.
Yeah.
So they will live there.
These guys, if I'm not wrong, there used to be thousands.
That's crazy how their hair got designs.
These guys,
hold on, chat. Look at their hair got designs. His hair goes straight back. His hair go out a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. They dress kind of tough. His go outward a little bit. His in the middle. His go straight back. Nah, they tough.
if I'm not wrong,
imagine getting impaled. Imagine getting impaled by that. No.
Them across the Sahara, in West Africa, into the Middle East.
Yeah.
But they were hunted to
mainly
extinction.
For the, mainly for the horns and the meats.
As a trophy, the
horns
as a trophy?
Yeah.
They do have beautiful horns, so that would happen.
That's the main reason they were extinct in the wild in around the year 2000.
2000?
Yeah, it's
a
one
very
of the
recent extinction.
Wow. Yeah. Recently, because of the captive population, so they bred. So now they in around 2016 they planned for the reintroduction back to the wild. Okay. So then they released in the Chad region of Africa.
In Chad.
Yeah. So in the Central Africa.
Yep.
So
Damn.
the population still settling and slowly growing.
Yep.
So now they are declared as an endangered species.
Endangered species. Yeah. So the scimitar horned oryx, one of the most beautiful desert species in the world from the Sahara Desert, is a perfectly desert adapted species, an animal that can go months without a single lick of water. It actually has specialized cells in its blood to cool down their brain, to keep their brain from overheating and malfunctioning when they're racing across the desert. Now, these guys used to number in the thousands in their range, but because of those beautiful scimitar-like horns, and because they're a big giant
months
meat bag,
without water,
they were hunted to extinction as recently as 2000. One of the most recent mammalian extinctions. So going from literal extinction, no more, in the year 2000, 16 years later, they start being reintroduced, and today there's around 600 of these animals in the wild. So once again, Ventara goes above and beyond. They're doing everything they can. They're working to partner with the scimitar horned oryx groups that are on the ground to reproduce this insurance colony, this captive population that can ultimately bring this species further back from extinction. Animals do have a place in captivity, and I think this video, more than any other video, may be showing that, how important it is to actually keep certain animals that are on the edge of existence in captivity. Let me know in the comments below if you guys agree. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.
I hope you do. I'll be back for the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. W video. And everybody say bye to YouTube. And we appreciate you. And I ain't gonna lie, those were some beautiful animals. Like, dead ass. Those were some beautiful animals. They have such a nice enclosure. Put me in there too. Sure. You can go. Have at it. Have your way. Have fun. Bye, YouTube. I won't be going in there, but Izzy can go. I won't go in there. I'm good. Bye, YouTube. Heck no.